we'll go ahead and get started in Shavasana today. So laying down with your head facing the front of the room. We'll just take the first couple of moments here as you arrive in your practice to just tune in to the space around you. Feel the earth beneath you, supporting you in your practice today. Become aware of the walls and the corners of the room, the door, windows, any furniture or objects nearby. Then slowly beginning to draw your awareness further inwards towards the body, noticing the clothing that you're wearing, how it feels on the body, the texture of your mat or blanket, whatever you're using here today. And if it feels safe to do so, maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze if you haven't already. Turning inwards and beginning to notice how your body is physically arriving in the practice, how you are energetically arriving, and just noticing without any judgment, just curiosity, how you are arriving today. If there's any worry or stress, anxiety weighing on you, letting it drift away just for this hour or just for today. As we continue our practice of releasing anxiety and anchoring into the present moment, finding presence wherever we are throughout our day, wherever we are in our practice, in our physical practice, or our spiritual practice. Working with the mantra for the month, just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Noticing how our relationship may shift to this mantra, how we relate to it, how it resonates with us. Every time we come to our mat, we arrive here slightly different. Depending on our day, on our experiences. So if there's an intention that you would like to set for your practice, focused around maybe releasing something from your day, something that you'd like to let go of, especially on this full moon, any attachments or connections to outdated thoughts or ways of thinking, anything you'd like to release as you begin your week, as you begin this next cycle. Setting the intention to let go of that through your practice today, and to really find presence in the space beneath you and around you, the four corners of your mat, the corners of the body. When you're ready, we'll just walk the feet in towards the body,
Taking a couple of windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. Nice and gentle here. Just connecting with that space at the base of your spine with your root chakra. And this is the element of earth within your body. Connecting with the structure of the earth supporting you. This is a grounding practice that we've been embracing this month. Grounding energies we no longer need. Connecting with the element of earth and the properties of earth. And finding that within ourselves, this ability to feel strong and stable at our base, the structures within us. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open, finding Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. You can place blocks or anything you have at home, a towel or blanket, underneath the legs for support here. Just finding what feels most supportive to hold you in this shape. Bringing the hands to the belly, just begin to tune into the breath. Reconnecting here. Notice the breath as it travels through the chest and lungs, as the belly expands, creating space in the body. As you exhale, letting any tightness in this area release. Any tension from the belly, softening. Really drawing awareness to the exhale. Extend it as long as you can, as long as it feels comfortable to extend the exhale. Let the inhale be passive. Really setting that intention to release with the exhale through your practice today. move the blocks or support to the side, drawing the knees back through center and hugging them in towards the body. A little rock side to side, just massaging the lower back. And as you hug the knees in towards the body, just letting them fall over to the right, coming into a supine twist. You can shift the hips over to the left a little and then bring the knees to the right. You can place support like a pillow or the bolster under that right leg or a block even. If you'd like to lessen that spinal twist, just coming into a comfortable position where you can have your shoulders pressed to the mat and bring the arms out to a T. Draw the gaze over the left fingertips or towards the left shoulder. So knees to the right, gaze to the left. If there's any remaining tension or tightness in the belly, inviting that to release as we kind of squeeze all that energy out like a wringing out a sponge, detoxing the body, massaging the organs here, just releasing anything from our day that we don't wish to carry with us through the evening or the rest of this week. We will begin to work in the affirmation that we've been working with as well. I am grounded, present, and free of worry. I am grounded, present, and free of worry. Inhale and draw the knees back through center. Shifting the hips back through center if you've shifted them over to the left, and taking any movement here that feels good to release that pose, maybe drawing the knees in or taking a stretch, lengthening the legs out long. Your choice here. We'll move to the opposite side. So if you'd like to plant the feet to lift the hips and shift them over to the right, and then let the knees fall to the left, coming into that same shape on the opposite side, using props however you need to feel supported here. We want to make sure that we're not trying to push ourselves into any extent of a pose that we think we need to be in, and really just honor our bodies where they are today. So more support is needed, use more support. And if not, that's okay too. Bring the arms out to a T and draw your gaze over the right fingertips. Let the shoulders melt towards the earth. Coming back into awareness of the belly, the navel. Releasing here. Even releasing along the sides of the body, the side of the right hip. Just noticing where you might be feeling sensation in this twist. Maybe what's there, what you're letting go of. On your next inhale, draw the knees back up through center, releasing props to the side, shifting the hips back, and whatever stretch you took last time, taking the opposite. So if you brought the knees in towards the body, lengthen the legs out long and bring the arms overhead, taking a big stretch. If you did this last time, think about drawing the knees in towards the body. And in whatever way is intuitive to you, let's roll over onto our bellies, coming to face our mat. And we'll begin in Sphinx pose, just bringing the elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressed into the mat, And just let the legs rest here. Let the hips rest and settle. And if you'd like to lessen the bend on the lower back, bring the arms out further towards the edges of the mat. Or you can come all the way down, just resting your forearms at the top, crossing them, and then resting your forehead at any time. As we arrive here in Sphinx, drawing the shoulder blades together and opening the heart space towards the front of your mat, really pressing in with the forearms, and just getting a sense of kind of rising out of the earth, rising out of whatever heaviness has been maybe weighing you down, all of the responsibilities or worries about the world. Leading with the heart space. The gaze can come between the hands. You can even let the head hang heavy here, releasing through the back of the neck, stretching in the shoulders a little more. Find where you'd like to be. And follow the breath now from the belly into the heart space. As we begin to draw the energy further into the body, connecting with the heart space here. Breathing through the nose, coming into the chest and lungs. And as the breath comes down into the belly, letting the weight of the body encourage the breath back through the chest and lungs around the heart center. Beginning to soften around the heart space, releasing any dense energies here. If you haven't already, bring your forearms to the top of the mat, lowering down and just resting your forehead here. Taking a few breaths, just let the spine be long. See if you can feel the pose leaving the body from the inside out. And place the left hand towards the top of the mat, pressing into the mat, creating some space here to thread the right arm through, coming into a variation of thread the needle. If you'd like to place a block or a blanket or towel at the top of the mat to rest the head, you can. And we want the weight just really in that right shoulder, pressing towards the mat. That gentle pull in the back side of the right shoulder around the shoulder blade. And just allow your weight to settle here. The gentle pressure of the earth to release any tension. The back side of the heart space. Maybe envisioning that energy that's being released that you no longer need, traveling through that right arm and down through the fingertips, releasing it from the body. Draw the left hand under the shoulder, pressing into the mat, slowly unwinding and coming back through center to pause before moving to the opposite side. Draw the right hand towards the top of the mat, pressing down, reaching the left arm through and resting on that left shoulder, using the block for support or a blanket for the head, keeping the spine in line. If it feels okay to have your head resting on the mat, you certainly can. Once you've settled in, just coming back into that visualization of any tension leaving now the left shoulder. flowing through the back side of the heart center, on the left side, down the arm, through the fingertips, releasing it out of the body. Let the flow of the breath carry the energy that is no longer needed to be released. Return to the earth. Draw the right hand under the right shoulder. Press into the mat. Unwind, coming back through center. Brief pause here. Draw both hands under the shoulders. Pressing back, and we'll come into tabletop. So if you'd like to bring your blanket for more support on the knees, you can. Our knees stacked under the hips and wrists stacked under the shoulders, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. On the inhale, drop the belly as we begin our cat-cows. Gaze rises, tailbone rises. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, gaze comes towards the navel. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening the heart space, looking forward, maybe skyward. Exhale, rounding through the back side of the heart center, pressing into the earth, rounding the spine. Move through these at your own pace, just connecting the breath with movement, feeling into the edges of the body. If there's anywhere that you'd like to spend extra time, take atypical movements. Take anything that feels good here. Just nourishing the spine and the body. Come back to that intention that you set for your practice. Whatever you're releasing today, think about releasing it from the hands, pressing it into the earth, letting it go. We'll come back through center and tabletop. Keep the knees and the hips aligned. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat, coming down to the forearms. Let the heart center come through, coming into puppy pose or melting heart. You can bring the forehead to the block or to a pillow or support. And just allow the heart space to come towards the earth, using the arms to support you. Slowly come out, backing the hands back towards the body. And tucking the toes as you walk the hands back. You feel a gentle sensation, so toe squat. Wherever you begin to feel that sensation, just pausing there. Whatever's a comfortable spot. Just stretching through the soles of the feet. We won't be here too long. Really thinking about releasing anything from our soles of our feet, our roots. Untuck the toes, bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat, send the hips back, finding a wide-legged child's pose, walking the hands out, bringing the heart space towards the earth, forehead towards the earth. As you breathe into the heart space here, reconnecting, coming back to our mantra,
Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Let the hips sink towards the earth. Even if they're not near the heels, that's okay. Just envision them sinking down further with each exhale. Bring the gaze towards your fingertips. Walk the hands back all the way, slowly coming up inch by inch. Pausing at the top just for a moment. And we'll come to a seated position, bringing the legs out in a V shape and placing blocks between here to rest our forehead. It doesn't so much matter how far apart your legs are, wherever is comfortable for you. And we're not going to be pulling ourselves into a deep forward fold here. Let's start by just finding length in your spine, reaching down through the root, down through the base of your spine, your sit bones, just reaffirming that connection. Thinking about lengthening a little, lifting the heart space, lifting the crown up towards the sky on the inhale. Shoulders roll down away from the ears. And we'll walk the hands out just until we meet some type of resistance here, wherever you feel a pause, and then allow the head to hang heavy and your spine to round over. Take your blocks and adjust them however you need to bring your forehead to rest. You can also let your head hang heavy here wherever you are, just allowing the crown to reach towards the earth. Just let any remaining tension from the shoulders, anything that you're carrying around with you, roll down your back, releasing it down, letting it go. Notice how easy it just falls away. It's time to release. Let it all go.
On the inhale, slowly walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. And we'll come into a gentle supported fish. So take your blanket, you'll just roll it up like a little burrito. And we'll place it right between where our shoulder blades will be. So we'll just come to our knees bent with our hands supporting us, and then slowly lower down on that blanket, opening the heart space, bringing the arms out to a T. Let the head gently fall back, or use another blanket if you need to support the head. You might be able to use a block here too. Yeah, whatever feels comfortable for you. And the knees can stay bent, or you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open, coming back into that butterfly posture, with the blocks supporting you if you'd like. Or you can let the legs come out long. Lots of options here. Choose what feels good to you at this point in your practice today as we wind down towards Shavasana. Taking one last moment to just reconnect with our heart space and that intention that we set at the beginning of our practice. You can stay here if you'd like, or come into Shavasana, slowly releasing the blanket to the side, bringing the legs out long, or knees bent. There's lots of options here. Arms to your sides to begin letting go of the practice today. Letting go of anything that did or didn't happen as expected. Inviting it to be exactly what you needed. And just tuning back into the body. Just noticing how you feel physically and energetically here. If there's anywhere within you that needs more nourishment, more healing, any sensations that are calling to you, maybe placing the hands in those spaces, inviting healing energy to move from the heart space, through the arms, to the palms of the hands, reaching into those spaces, providing warmth, compassion, and ease. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Deepen the breath. Awakening the body. And in whatever way feels intuitive to you, making your way to a seated position whenever you're ready. Bringing the hands to the heart space in some way. Taking a moment of gratitude here for finding the time and the energy to come to this space on your mat, to create this space for yourself. A time to connect, to rest, to receive. Sealing our practice today with our mantra, just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Let that rest in the heart space. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share your unique gifts. May you remember your true essence is love. Thank you. Thank you.